What are you doing, girls? I wonder how many people are stuck in the snow. Let's see. Here comes the cavalry. How much, Daniel? All right. Everybody knows I keep my page public so my haters have something to do. Hope all you guys are out there in the snow are doing all right. So, I said after Christmas, we're going to start getting a little bit more serious about our conversation. Guess what? It's after Christmas. I even waited an extra day because I said, hey, let's give everybody an extra day. So, from now on, I'm going to be like a man from Missouri. People are going to have to start showing me. And I got a sneaking suspicion. Now, I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But I got a sneaking suspicion that real soon we're going to see who's cut from what cloth. Real soon. Very soon. Because I see the same people passing out flyers. See this? I want to show you guys something. See this? Next time you do a video or you make a post on Facebook about how much you're doing for the cause, show me these. Hold them in your hand and show them to me. And then I want you to tell me where you're posting them, where you're hanging them up. See, because the same guys all the time. I go to bed at night. Just getting parked. See that? Because I ain't scared. I ain't scared. See that? I'm not afraid to stand up for what I believe. You know what I'm saying? We got some people in this industry that can talk the talk, but when it comes down to it, they won't walk the walk. It's just a proven fact. Over time, you learn these things when you've been involved as much as I have in standing up for what matters and fighting for what's right. There are those that will talk the talk. That's why I really loved Alan Kelly's video, because Alan even laid it on the table. He laid it flat out on the table for all the super truckers who want to tell everybody how much they're doing and how strong they are and how tough they are. Alan called them out. Basically called them out. Because what we should be seeing right now is nothing but flyers flying around, people making posts about the date on Facebook, keeping up the momentum. It's like anything else. You want things, right? Is there anybody that doesn't want change to come? Anybody out there can raise their hand and say they wouldn't like to see the hours of service revamped in a way that benefits everybody, that they wouldn't like to see something done about driver training and about safety. Is there anybody that doesn't want to be heard by the people that represent them in Washington? Anybody? Anybody? Because look, you look around, you guys, the rest of America's fighting back, fashion or form, or they're getting ready to, because they're fed up. They're fed up with the system. Fed up. Completely fed up. We have a dysfunctional government. When I say dysfunctional, I believe they play one against the other. It's like anything else. If you don't have a crisis or there isn't something wrong, we wouldn't need them, right? We wouldn't need them. We have to get our act together. If this thing's going to happen in April, people better get a whole lot more serious, because I have way better things to do with my time. I really do. Believe me, I do. Someone said the other day, you know what the problem is? We're asking you guys to make sacrifices. And some people don't want to make those sacrifices because they're afraid. And that's fine. Again, please do not get offended about what I'm about to say. Please. I'm not speaking to any one individual directly. So let that ruminate for a second before I begin. I am not talking to those whose hearts are in the right place, who are trying to do the right thing, who are fighting every way they can possibly think of. This message is for all the cool kids who jump onto everything, but then they don't do anything. Or they say they're gonna. But like Alan said, when the moment comes, and I look to my left, and I look to my right, I know whose face I'm gonna see in the window next to me. I know without a doubt who will be there. Like I said, we're not going to blame you. You want to go home, and that's how you're going to participate? Go home. But how's the rest of the world going to know what's going on if you guys don't get out there and spread the word? I drive everywhere across this country. That's the other thing. I got yellow ribbons tied on both mirrors. How many yellow ribbons do you think I've seen in 1,500 miles? 4 truck stops, 5 fuel stops, and tonight I'm parked at the top of the hill in Benson, Arizona. How many yellow ribbons do you think I see? Anybody care to guess? How many yellow ribbons I see? Or how many stand as one signs I see? Or how many anything I see? Or I have seen anywhere in this country since I left home? Anybody, raise your hand if you got an educated guess. How many yellow ribbons I have seen? Or how many stand as one signs I have seen? Guess what? 2 ribbons, 2 signs. That's what I have seen. With my own 2 eyes. They're mine. How do you expect other people to know unless you do what people like Cook and I do? I got a sign in the window with the information. Driver side window, passenger side window. Because I'm not afraid. The rest of you are a bunch of little sissy girls. You say you want change. You say you want to stand up for your rights. You say you want things to get better. You say you want more for your families. You say you're oppressed. You say you're tired of the FMCSA. You say. Tell you what, y'all better start doing. You better start doing. That's what you got to do. You guys, every once in a while, need a kick in the arse. I got an interesting email from some fellas in Canada. Wanted to know if they could participate on the same day that we're doing what we're doing here in Canada. I am certainly not going to tell them, yeah, go ahead at this juncture. Because then what? Then the people that I know will really stand up, they'll be over in Canada making the rest of us look like a bunch of little girls. And that's how it goes. There are a lot of excuses, Earl, and the ones that disappoint me the most are the ones that I expect more from. See, I have seen people I never thought had it in them, had the heart to do this, step up and do it. Daniel. I mean, come on. Amber and Chris, Look, that's the other thing I love about Amber and Chris. I don't have to talk to Amber every day to know that when the moment comes, where will Amber be? Right there. I don't have to talk to Joe Denny every day to know when the moment comes, where will he be? He'll be right there. I don't have to talk to Bill Cook every single day and ask where he's going to be, because I know he'll be right there. And look, I get it. Those of you that are home and you're not leaving, hey, I'm glad you're home. You can stay home. That's not what we're talking about. Because sitting at home, doing nothing, equals nothing. So from now on, I'm going to watch and see who's posting stand as one items, who's posting pictures of the flyers they're hanging up. And I'm telling you, if on the way back, I don't see something somewhere, I'm going to crank it up again. See, I'm keeping it on an even keel because I want all the people that have been watching to be able to understand. We didn't wake up one morning and say, things aren't fair. We've been complaining about safety and training. We've been complaining about the repair of the bridges and roads and the infrastructure. We've been complaining about taxes and tolls. We've been complaining about the hours of service. We've been complaining about every one of these things. I personally know many of you have been complaining about them for at least the past 15 years. Okay? So they can't pretend like this is something new and it just all of a sudden came up and we all woke up and we're all mad for nothing. That's not how it happened. What we are faced with now is a multitude of legislative screw-ups. That's what it is. See, it comes down to, we've talked about it a million times. Everybody knows lobbying. People bought these votes. People bought these ideas. People bought this legislation. Swamp's not getting clean, guys. Politicians aren't listening to you. You have one option. I gave you the best of my ability, the best leadership I could, working with Alan Kelly and Mike Robbins and Daniel Dorris and Amber Furry and all these other people that are stepping up, Bill Cook, and the list goes on. There are so many I can't name them all, so don't take offense. But what I want you to know is you have an opportunity and a large group of people right now that are extremely motivated. It grows a little more every day, but we are never going to get to the numbers we need to truly make a difference unless people start putting in the effort. That's what has to happen. And I'm sorry. It's like anything else. There's 4,000 people in Black Smoke Matters. I've got over 4,000 friends on my wall. Each one of you have friends in your groups. If y'all don't start standing up and not hiding from who you are and what it is you want, for fear that someone may not like what you have to say, then forget about it. Because if you're not willing to stand up, see, I seen a lot of people that were all gung-ho, and then they go silent. They disappear. They disappear. Because look, it's simple. Here's the facts. When all is said and done, if you were one of those people that said you were going to do this and you were going to do that and you were going to stand with your brothers, when that hour comes, I'm making a list. And I'm going to make it my goal in life. Only because you said you were going to stand. Only because you said you were willing to do what it would take. Only because you said you believed in the cause. Am I going to embarrass the shit out of you until you are run out of this industry forever? That's what I'm going to do. And my mouth is big enough. My reach is far enough. And the people that watch me is large enough that you will never show your face in this industry in that manner ever again. You just won't. So if you guys are serious,
Don't leave the thousands that have stepped up and are trying. Don't leave them alone. They're waiting. They're waiting. Flyers. So like I said, many of the guys have posted pictures of their flyers. Many of the guys, look, I don't want to hear that you hung them up. I want to see you hanging them up. I want to see them on the seat of your truck. I want to see. Show me. Put your money where your mouth is. Don't tell me you did something. Show me. Show us all. Stop talking about what you're doing. I know Jessica and Carolyn and some of the others. I know that some of these women are making the rest of you look absolutely ridiculous. Hanging up flyers, handing out flyers, talking to strangers. Derek, it's got to start now. I mean, we're into January. You know? April's coming. Fast. So get the flyers. Download a flyer, print it. It costs $30 for 375 flyers. Printed clearly on good paper and put in a bag. And the pictures will be posted on the website. So people will know who's putting in the effort to make this industry a better place. I don't know who the hell you are, J.D. Halstead, but if you're coming into the party a little late, my ego is huge, and everybody here will tell you I have an extremely large ego, but I've earned it. So, bye-bye. Guys, everyone say hello to J.D. Halstead or whatever his name is. Let him know how much he's loved. So that's where we're at. There has to be more. Look, Fernando, they're on the website. If you don't have one, you need to reach out to the appropriate people to get a copy. Okay? I get like 5,000 messages in a week, so I don't always see every message. You can contact Daniel Dorris on Facebook. You can contact Mike Robbins on Facebook. You can contact Amber Furry on Facebook. You can contact 1 million people. If you watch this feed and see who's here, those are the people that you'll be able to get the flyer from. And if you instant message me and I see your message, I will send you a copy of the flyer that I have. I don't know who he is, Rick. I don't know who it is. Just a troll. I have to go back and find out. I didn't figure he was any kin to you, Rick. But somehow, that's what happens when you don't pay attention, guys. But look, guys, it's up to us to be able to do the legwork. It's up to you, the drivers. It's not up to me to do it all. It's not up to Daniel to do it all, or Mike Robbins to do it all, or Alan Kelly to do it all. See, that's the stressful thing about this, and that's why a lot of times people start to get discouraged, because you can't expect something this big and something that's going to do the things that we want it to do to be managed by a handful of people. You all keep saying we're in this together. Then we all need to start being in it together. That's what needs to happen. So, get your flyers. I mean, Amber and Chris got the banner hanging in front of the Pride Truck Wash. That's how much ingenuity they have. They use their contacts, they use their friends, and it's sitting right there where trucks come in and out all day long and can see it. You can't miss that thing. You can read it from 300 yards away. You can read mine from 300 yards away. So, a little effort. You know, whenever I'm going inside, I pull some flyers out of that bag, I stick them in my coat, and when I'm in the bathroom, goes on the back of every door. Goes on the back of every mirror. Start putting in the effort, because you're running out of time. And we're going to start doing some things to be noticed. But you can't expect people to go out and do everything. I'm one man. Amber's one woman. Daniel's one guy. Alan's one guy. Mike is one guy. Sacrifice. If you really want this, then I should see more than 96 people comment on Black Smoke Matters that they're going to participate. If you really want this, that every time I turn around, I should be seeing in a comment on some negative shit, www.truckerstand is one. See, I insert that every time I see a trucker complaining about something a company's done to him or something that's happened. I just put it in there. We had 3 guys join Black Smoke Matters because they read that in a comment section that I posted. It's effort. It's little things, little ideas, little ways to build more momentum. Flyers. Getting the website out. Continuing to speak to your fellow drivers. That's what it's about. Time is not on our side. It's time to get moving. It's time to get motivated. It's time to ratchet things up. So I'm telling you right now, in February, I am going to have a rally. Some of the other guys may do different things. I am going to have a rally in Biloxi, Mississippi. I'll get the information out. And we're going to give them a little taste of what's to come in good old Biloxi, Mississippi. I'm thinking sometime right after Valentine's Day in February, we're going to have a little rally and cause a little ruckus down in Biloxi. So, I'll post the information. Hey, Barry. Guys, do the work. Start kicking each other in the ass. Start kicking your fellow drivers in the ass. Start reminding people every day in Black Smoke Matters and everywhere else that we have a job to do. We set out to do this a month and a half ago, and we swore to each other that we were going to make it happen. We need to make it happen. See, that's the other thing, Derek. I've heard a couple people on the CB in different places. I have heard people talking about it, but I hadn't seen anything. I haven't seen the yellow ribbons like on my mirrors. I haven't seen any signs like the ones in my windows. I haven't seen anything that shows an individual willing to show their face. I have not seen one man or woman besides myself and William Cook with a sign in their window, in a picture, or in a video. Not saying some of you don't have them. If you do, please share them. But as far as I know, William Cook and I. Todd, I got my decals, by the way. Mary said they came right after I left. Look at this. There's a guy down there just getting in his truck, just gave me the peace sign because he read the signs. See that? That driver right there, he's a company driver. It says Trimac on the door. Giving us a thumbs up right there, right now. That's a company truck. And he took the time to stop where I could see him, give me a thumbs up and wave. So don't tell me, those of you that are all worried about who's it going to take, what's it going to take, for the naysayers. Let me break this down. Here's where Charlie gets to get a little bit agitated. You ready? The mega carriers, in the event that enough people in this industry decide to stick together, are bound by the same rules and regulations that we are bound by at this moment. The very things we are fighting will prevent the mega carriers from being able to do anything more than what they can currently do. And they don't do that well. They get one truck, one driver, one load. 14 hours is all they get in a day. They cannot pick up what's left on the dock. So even the assholes that say they're going to go work, and they're going to make that money, you're going to get one load a day. That's what you're going to get. You ain't saving the world with one truck and one load. You're not going to make any more money than you made before we decided not to do it. We don't need the mega carriers. What we need is the single truck owners and the 1 to 10 truck owners and the 1 to 25 truck owners. We need owner-operators in small fleets and individuals. We do not need a mega carrier on our side. We do not need to shut down the fuel trucks. We do, because if they ain't moving down the interstate, sitting behind me and Alan Kelly and Joe Denny and whoever is where, if you ain't moving, what good does it do to have the fuel moving? If the fuel can't get there or you can't get to the fuel, so keep talking, keep flapping your lips, haters, because we don't need mega carriers. Their drivers are welcome. Their drivers are welcome to join us. Their drivers are welcome to call in sick. Their drivers are welcome to join us. Their drivers are welcome. Let me get that perfectly clear. Any driver that drives for any fleet in this country that wants to stand with us, you make it known, and no one will bother you. No one will give you any shit, believe me. But the carriers, that's the CEOs, the board of directors, we don't need them, guys, to pull this off. We don't need them. It's just a fact. Right now, if every owner-operator in this country stopped, that'd be roughly 350,000 trucks. That's 350,000 loads, or 350,000 trucks taken out of the system. You're starting to get that, right? You take them out, the mega carriers still, there's no way any of them could get enough trucks or drivers to pick up that much freight. They couldn't get enough at 100,000. If 100,000 drivers shut down that day. So, again, for all of you that think we need this or we need men of courage, women of courage, pure hearts, level heads, and clear minds, and people that understand it's going to take sacrifice to fire this shot across the bow. That's what it's going to take, because it's going to be a loud shot that day. I assure you it's going to be a loud shot. Because one way or another, stuff's coming to a halt. By any means necessary. So those of you that think you're going to go out there and haul that load, I hope you're not behind my group on whatever interstate I happen to be on. Because you're not going very far, very fast. You'll move, but you're not going very far, very fast. I'm going to help you burn up your clock. I promise you. I am going to help you burn up your hours that you intend to use to screw me and my friends over by hauling the freight that we didn't haul. If you read these comments, my fellow drivers and I, those of us that have the backbone that are willing to stand, we are going to help you burn your hours. You may not even deliver the load you took to try to screw us over, tough guy. You may not even deliver that load. Because I know a group of men, a very large group of men, that are going to do what it takes. You end up on the wrong highway. You're just going to sit there and burn up your log. I'm not going to tell you where these places are, but they're there. Those men and women are there. Trust me, they're there. Trust me. From Florida, across the Panhandle, all the way over to Louisiana, and all the way on up to California. So let me assure you, there's no place to hide. There's just no place to hide. There just isn't. See, I don't even have to get angry anymore, because I know who I'm talking to. I know who the men of courage are. I know where the hearts and souls are in this industry. I know what they're prepared to do. And I know that even if you take a load, you're just going You may get lucky and be on that outside skirt where some of us aren't, but sooner or later, you're going to run into us. I don't know what else to say. And back to this leadership question. Everybody says, well, who's the leaders? Who's this? Who's that? Let me make this perfectly clear. There are 0 leaders. There is leadership, okay? We don't have any one person telling anybody what to do or how to do it. Like I said, you're a company driver, you want to participate? We got your back. You're down. You put up that yellow flag on your mirror and you signal that you're with us, you don't got to worry about nothing. That's my word and the word of every person in this industry. You support us, you ain't got to worry about nothing. 0 leaders. We have leadership. We have dozens of people who are willing to help others plan their events at their state capitals, to plan events and rallies and different things. But there is no one leader. There are voices. This movement isn't about an individual. It's about individuals. Let me make that clear one more time. There is no leader. There is leadership. Leadership is needed more than a leader. Because if you got a leader, usually just a friggin' dictator. But leadership, that inspires others to help lead. That's what we have in the Stand as One movement. We have some key voices that speak, but they speak with permission of their fellow drivers. Their fellow drivers stand behind them. Alan Kelly, Daniel Dorris, myself, Mike Robbins. Those are the people you guys have put your trust in. Brian Brasse, Mike Landis, Kevin Steichen. Okay? These are voices you people have decided had and have given, blessed the opportunity to speak for you. No leaders, leadership. And that's what we need to start seeing more of from those of you out there just getting involved. Leadership. Inspire others to lead. Every single person can agree with one of the 5 things that we're fighting about. All you have to do is convince them to agree with you on one of the 5 things, and they will listen. You can't make stupid people understand anything. They've already made up their minds, some of these people. They know better than we do. The ones I love the most are the ones that say, you guys should write letters, and you should send emails, and you should go talk to your representatives. Where have you been? You obviously have lived under a rock. Hello? Write letters, send emails, go to D.C. All of those things have been done for 16 years to no avail. That is why we are at where we are at. That is why I have to spend so much time angry. That is why Stand as One has gained the momentum it's gained, and we're trying to further that and bring more people in. Because talking has gotten us nowhere. Zero. It's got us to the point where the FMCSA has decided they can now interject in states' rights and decide what and when and where drivers get paid for what they do. Ray Martinez, you are a fool. You are an absolute idiot when you say that the brakes interfere with commerce, that they're a drag on the economy. I'm going to lose it. You created the rules. If they're a drag on the economy, what we've been saying all along, why do we have them, moron? Why? Somebody tell me why Ray Martinez says that these brakes are dangerous. That half-hour break that the drivers were getting paid for in California, Oregon, and another state where the guilty parties said that it was causing an unsafe situation. Well, it causes an unsafe situation in every state in the union, Mr. Martinez. But because somebody lobbied and somebody managed to get their ass in there like they always do, Ray Martinez and the FMCSA decide they're going to dictate what we do. Preempt. Federal law preempts. Really? You just basically made our argument for us. That's what Ray Martinez did. How many of you realize that's what Martinez did? The brakes are a drag on the economy. They cause loss in productivity. They cause loss of revenue. And they cause unsafe situations. Hello, Mr. Martinez. Welcome to the tent of the owner-operator 2018. Welcome to the party. Nice of you to finally show up. Appreciate it. Everybody give Ray Martinez a big hand. Let's hear it for Ray. Everybody, yeah! All right. So Ray Martinez and Joe DiLorenzo are finally in our tent. They finally get it. Now it's time to smack them around a little bit. Because let me tell you something. Come hell or high water, like I said, I am bound and determined to help lead this industry into 4/12/2019. I will give everything I have to help make that happen. I will be there to help anybody who wants help. But we are going to do this thing. You are going to see blockades. You are going to see traffic come to a standstill. You are going to see freight sit on the docks. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So now, we got a couple of weeks for everybody to get the flyers out. We got a couple of weeks to start seeing a bigger impact on Facebook. I don't care how you do it. Yellow ribbon, yellow vest, your sticker, I don't care. We need to start building that momentum back up. Here's why. We need to be noticed, people. Okay? You cannot promote an event. You cannot promote an idea without being visually seen. Okay? Here's one more question yet answered. One more question I'm going to answer for. It's been asked several times. April 12th is the day that shit does not move at all. Okay? That is the cutoff. April 12th, you are done. That was your last, the 11th was your last chance, America. That was your 5 minutes. The 11th is your 5 minutes. That's when your 5 minutes is up, as Chris says. 5 minutes is up the 11th of April. Some of us will be busting off way before that. But the 11th at midnight, which is the 12th, 11:59 on the 11th, it's over. You should be home, you should be wherever, and you should be prepared. Guess what? Everyone says it's a 3-day weekend. Well, yeah, because we wanted people, to have the opportunity to get home so we could mobilize those trucks where we needed them, when we needed them, not when it was convenient for you, naysayer. So yeah, we've got a plan. We've got this. There are so many things, you just can't go run around on Facebook telling everybody what you're going to do. The 12th is the day you should not be on the road. You have up till then to get your ass home. April 11th at 11:59 p.m., you should be parked in your driveway. Because when it becomes the 12th, shit's going down. That's it. It's over at that point. You should have already been home if you don't want to be a victim of just sitting out there burning up your logbook. Because I promise you, and I don't care, because I will pay whatever toll I have to pay. If that means I get a ticket, if that means I get arrested for impeding traffic, I don't care. I wish people would understand that. So if you don't like it, too bad. I am going to help those of you that think this is so funny. I am going to show you how valuable being able to decide how you use your hours, why it's so important. Because on that day, I am going to burn the shit out of every hour you have if you're behind me. Because here's another thing. In talking to some of the tow truck operators, see where I'm from, every year they have what's called the tow truck, the big Northeast tow truck show, okay? Pat Valente, another guy that's in Chi-Town Large Cars and other people here, you know what? There are not enough heavy wreckers anywhere in the country to move these trucks quickly enough. And we'll just raise the money to pay the guy on the hook to put the truck back down. We'll pay him his fee just to put the truck back down. There aren't enough wreckers. Every state has such strict regulations when it comes to insurance. Go ahead and ask a heavy wrecker operator or a major towing company what they pay for insurance and the rules and regulations they have to follow. You really think that these mom and pop wreckers are going to come out and tow our shit? I hate to tell you. You may have one of them dickhead big companies. You know, there's always one. But you know what? The majority of them, at any given time, there are no more than 5 to 7 heavy wreckers within 750 miles anywhere in this country. Some places, the closest wrecker is 4 or 5 hours away. They don't have enough wreckers. They don't have enough drivers. It's not going to happen. And if they tow me, I promise you, I will make sure that I have enough money to get the truck back out after I pay my fine or whatever they're going to do to me. And I'm going to take the truck and go right back out on the interstate. I will play the game all day long. And I know some others that will though. Because all it is a ticket. A ticket and a tow. I don't care. Tow me, ticket me. And we'll come right back and we'll do it again. And we'll do it again. And we'll do it again. That's what it's going to take. You can't run because you get a ticket and they tow your truck. You have to turn around and you have to come right back into the fight. And you have to show them. Number 2, the strategery that's involved with making sure that we don't get towed is a whole nother subject that some of the leaders are aware of. You do this right, they can't tow them anyway. So don't think for 1 minute, my haters, and for all those politicians and people that watch my Facebook videos, because I keep it public for a reason. We're going to mess up your day. 100% going to mess up your day on 4/12. I promise you that even if we only have 50,000 truck drivers, we're going to screw up your day. At that point, I'm pretty sure between the Canadians that have reached out their hand to us and the Americans and the Spanish drivers and the Cuban drivers and the Bosnian drivers, I believe if we keep this momentum and we keep up the spirit and we keep up that passion, not only are we going to screw up their day, we're going to be able to force their hand. That's what it's going to take. So, set the record straight again. The 12th is the cutoff. That is the day that nobody shall be moving. 11:59 p.m. on 4/11. You had better be home or off the road because at midnight we will begin. Number 2, there are not enough tow trucks in the country to tow all of us. And if you come at us looking for a fight, remember this. These men and women are ready for a fight. So my message is where we use level heads, the rest of you should use level heads too. Because if you want to fight, we'll give you a fight. But we are going to have our rights upheld. We're going to have our right to protest, our right to be heard, acknowledged. We are going to have our grievances redressed. If you want to fight, number 2, there aren't enough state troopers at a post at any given time that they are going to send out groups of people to maul with us. What's going to happen is they're going to send a lieutenant, a sergeant, or a captain, wherever this is, and try to defuse the situation. When they realize that the situation is serious enough, they're going to say, hey, we've done what we can do. There will be no confrontation. We will be in control of everything that happens that day. Everything. We do not need to stop the fuel tankers. If they're behind us, they ain't going to move anyway. We do not need to tie up the truck stops. Because if you can't get to them, what does it matter? We do not need to do anything other than not work and be out there to make sure that nobody does. America's 5 minutes, as Chris said, it's been up. we've advocated, okay? All right, let me take it down a notch and refresh everybody's memory. I personally have been writing letters, sending emails, and visiting D.C. and my state legislature since 2003. Professional. Put on a suit and tie, went, sat with motor truck, sat with my elected representatives. Most of you remember George Amador and Jimmy Tedisco and all the people in New York that we met with and sat with at that round table in 2004 when Vinnie Gramuglia and the rest of us took those trucks into Skinny Atlas on Christmas Day. We have tried since then with every bit of respect and intellect, okay, to talk to our representatives, to instill what it is we go through on a daily basis out here by, let me think, Monday Media Blitz. Oh, wow. Oh, let me see. 44 states, 500 trucking representatives from Shelley Conway all the way up to Scott Hampton, Alan Kelly, Mike Landis, myself, Patrick Carnes, Mark Claudel. I mean, we all did that day. Remember when we went out and told the public what it was? And how my video was like looking into a crystal ball right now? Everything we said was going to happen has happened. Accidents rose. Traffic in the inner cities during rush hour increased. Freight rates went in the shitter. Everybody said, DLD is going to be great. We're going to make all kinds of money. Whee! Whee! No. That didn't work out so well for you, did it? Okay, so have I cleared the air on a lot of things? Everybody understands the date and the mentality behind the date. The fact that we're doing this shit, no matter what anybody says or anybody thinks, we're doing this. It's going to happen. It's going down, and that's the end of that. Our message is to our elected representatives and the body that continues to make these rules and regulations, not just in trucking, but in general. We've had enough of them, and they're going to get the message. So guys, that's why I need your help. Because there are American people, moms and dads, soldiers, factory workers, oil field workers, roughnecks, truck drivers, bulldozer operators, all waiting for somebody to take a stand, to follow those voices and to become part of those voices. That's what they're waiting for. You see them everywhere. They're making videos talking about how the system's broke, how it's messed up. And you look, 650,000 people watch it, 300,000 people watch it. They're saying the same exact thing we've been saying all along, and their voices are starting to get just as loud as mine. We can do this. So, get flyers out. Oh, that's the other thing. Nobody said this was for 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. Alan Kelly will back me up on this. So will Mike Robbins and a few of the other fellas. We're prepared to sit where we are sitting. See, we're going into this with food and water and everything we need. We will sit until we say they've listened, until they tell us they've done something, until they take action. We're not stopping. This isn't going to be done in a day. I have no delusion the first day anything will get done. Second day, we might get a little attention. By the third day, there's going to be havoc. I'm guessing this thing's probably going to last 3 to 6 days. And then they're going to have the message loud and clear. So, nobody said it was 1 day. Now you understand why we decided to do it on a Friday, on a weekend, so that we could prepare to move the equipment where we needed it to be, so that we could be where the largest numbers were going to be to make our stand. That's why we did that. Number 2, to give you advance notice so that you could either be home or off the road, because it's going to happen. That's it. End of story. Why we don't need the mega carriers and why we don't need to bother with the fuel trucks, I think we all understand that now. And we're going to be there as long as it takes. So what I need you guys to do is start putting these in your windows. Come on, make us the poster board cost me $1.50. All right, $1.50. I made 2 of them. I got a marker. I made a sign. It gets people's attention. People come walk by the truck. They say hello. And I keep myself calm when I talk to them. I try to find that one thing that we both agree on. Because like I said, once they agree with you on one of the points, they can't say that they can't support you. They only have to agree on one. So if they think safety and training is a problem and they hate the number of accidents and deaths that are happening out here on the road, you can convince them why it's right to go home that day or to join us. If they don't think the hours of service are going to be fixed in a satisfactory way, guys, because we all know that shit ain't going to work. Whatever they're going to come up with is going to suck just as bad as what they did to us now. Because if you all don't remember, every time they've done something, it's only made shit worse. Nothing they've ever done. The most dangerous thing you ever hear in your life is, I'm from the government, I'm here to help. When they say that, run. Because they're not doing anything to help any of us. They're just not. So, I'm exhausted. I have to be in Phoenix in the morning. I think I'm only 160 miles away. Like I said, I'm at the top of the hill in Benson at the Loves. You can't miss me. Big sign in the window underneath the big bright lights. You guys have a great night. Remember, it's going to take teamwork. It's going to take a little bit of reaching down in here and asking yourself what matters. Is this truly something I believe in? Because look, I said, now's the time. Like Alan said, if you're not with us, you're against us. But if you're not with us, this is your free pass. Just like Alan gave everybody else, I'm going to give one to my friends. If you're not in agreement with us, remove yourself from my Facebook page. And it'll be fine. You won't hear anything. I won't drag you. I won't kick you. I won't say anything bad. I won't dislike you. But you need to get away from me. If you don't believe what we're doing is important, you need not be around me. You need to go. Do yourself that favor. Get the flyers out. Make copies. Post them. Show me that you hung up a flyer. Show me your sign. Like Billy Cook and I got. Billy, like I said, I haven't seen any. Billy Cook, mine, and one other guy. He posted his in a message and sent it to me. There is another fellow that had made a sign. So, do what you got to do. Remember, company drivers are welcome. Everyone is welcome. Signs, flyers, banners. Share the videos. Make videos. I'm telling you. That's the other thing. I'm giving you all a week. If I don't see at least 6 of you that have made a video. Look, if Zuber can make a video, any one of you guys can make a video. He figured it out. Make yourself a video. Because I'm going to start gathering these videos up for a commercial I'm going to make. Make your videos. Tell your stories and why you support this. Because maybe people don't know that you do. Guys, have a great night. Share, share, share. From Maine to California, they need to know exactly what 4/12/2019 means. Marty, I don't care. Get over it. I don't care if you hate being on camera. You're not a child. You're a grown-ass woman who knows how to use their phone. Same with Holly and Jessica and every one of you guys knows how to use those phones to post your little memes. And use the CB for God's sakes. This thing right here. Hello, come in. Hello, come in. The CB. James, you are the man, Zuber. I love you, dude. Jim, guys, listen, I really got to get some sleep. Signs in the windows. Make it happen. Because I'm going to be paying attention for the next couple of weeks. Ribbons on the mirror. Look, if you're going to be anywhere that I'm going to be, if you're near Phoenix over the next day or two, I'll let you guys know where I got tons of yellow ribbon. Come see me. I'll give you flyers. I'll give you ribbon. There's no excuse. Signs, flyers, ribbons, make it happen. I want to start seeing this stuff. Guys, I need to see it. I need to see it. Because I need to know that I'm not out here preaching to an empty pulpit. I need to know that the choir is going to back me up when that day comes. That's what all of us want. That's what Alan wants to know, what Mike wants to know, what I want to know, what Daniel wants to know. That's what we all want to know. We want to know you're going to be there. You need to start showing us more. I get it. Thousands of people are following, all kinds of hits on the website. Yeah. Don't care. I need to see tangible proof. I need to see that you're in it to win it. That's what I need to see. Have a great night. God bless. Stay safe. If you're out there in the snow, I don't care where you are, from Kansas on across, it's a shit show. Stay parked, stay safe, stay warm. And have a great night, guys. God bless each and every one of you. Love you.